I am now broadcasting. Check the volume, and then we get the moving. Alrighty, we are working. Hello everyone, welcome into 720 here, bringing you part 147 of my live stream playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. We have on the agenda, hey look at this, hatching tide is upon us. Let's do it. In pursuit of excellence. Hatching tide is upon us once more. I hope this season finds you an excellent fettle. For my part, Hero, it is an absolute pleasure to see you again. That sounds good to me. Well, I have your attention. Allow me to expound upon the nature of this year's festivities. Hatching tide has its origins in the days before the 7th Umbral Calamity, when 12 sages of an era past appeared before me in a startling vision. I have been visited by such dreams ever since, and this year was no exception. You missed the chance of having an egg in there. I saw a great mass of eggs, as vivid as those before you now, borne aloft into the heavens. Making dreams manifest has never failed to lend wonder to hatching tide before, so needless to say I intend to bring my latest vision to life. Speaking of which, the eggs I commissioned ought to arrive any moment now. Oh, Jilly, it's a disaster. The cart toppled over en route. Thankfully, the driver was unscathed, but I can't say the same for the eggs. Good heavens. I'm glad to hear the poor driver was unharmed, but without the eggs, how are we to breathe life into my dream? Don't worry, I'll simply fashion some more eggs myself. Though to create the quantity required, it will take time, and we're already facing at least a minor delay at this point. If only I could assign someone to help you. Alas, the other dreamers are busy enough as it is, and I must see to the schedule alterations myself. Me. But wait, Hero, perhaps you'd be willing to lend a hand. Hero, how wonderful to see you again. Knowing what an exemplary assistant you are gives me cause for hope. If you're happy to help, that is. Sure. Thank you. The first order of business will be procuring more of the necessary egg supplies from the merchant. Our supplier should be in the market. He's a burly fellow, so he won't be difficult to spot. We can only hope that he has enough stock. Yay! I'm gonna go do this right fast, and then we're gonna go back to the story. Which means, I believe we go back to the moon, yes! Alright, so we're gonna go this way. Let us mosey. Ah, you're itchy. Ah, you're that dreamer who was here before, ain't you? A right old mess to be sure. Afraid I'm all out of the supplies you need, though. Oh, is there really nothing you can do for us? Well, I do have some tatty old odds and ends. They're surplus wares that might be of use. If you want them, they're all yours. Might not be exactly what you needed, but I'm sure you can cobble something together with these. The storage fees were eating into me, prof. I mean, I'd rather see them put to good use. Basically just offloaded his chaff. When I ordered the initial batch of supplies, I remember thinking what a kind fellow he was. He certainly proved me right. Any road, we'd better take stock of what he's given us. Let's see, this leather looks durable. We have some metal springs and rings that could do for a mechanism of some sort. And these lengths of timber could be cut down to a more portable size. I think these herbs and resins are used to concoct water-repellent alchemical solutions. Never tried it myself, but there's a first time for everything. Besides that, there are plenty of bits and bobs. We should have no trouble when it comes to decoration. Unfortunately, we won't be able to recreate the eggs Jilly saw in her dream with these. We could make something far easier to get off the ground, though. Parasols. The trick will be making them look eggy enough. Any rounded object looks like an egg from far enough away. It's science. The shell makes the egg, as they say. Do they say that? Any road, we should paint them. Say that. You're right. With some festive patterns on the outer canopy and a convincingly eggy structure, the parasols might just make for a worthy replacement. Parasols are a sight more fiddly than your standard egg, though. With just the two of us, production will take far too long. So we'll need to enlist further help, just as I did with you. Fortunately, the guild artisans should be less likely to balk at a request for parasol parts than a rush order for myriad eggs, particularly if we supply the materials. Let us first pay a visit to the Leatherworkers Guild. I'm sure they'll be able to transform our leather into something fit for a canopy. So we're gonna go check on Geva, and then we're gonna go to Beaton for timber. And hopefully we don't end up having to go anywhere else. Managed to fill a little bit of bag space out. Haven't really been on much. Ah, if it isn't Hero, you must be that of the adventurer assistant Nonoda spoke of. She was just informing me of your plight. Many of our apprentices are looking forward to the Hatching Tide celebrations. You shall have the guild's aid. Although I'm afraid we lack some of the resources needed to work your leather into parasol canopies. The material is water resistant to a degree, but nevertheless porous. Untreated, it will degrade over time and begin to rot, but our stock of coating is perilously low at the moment. If it's a water repellent you're after, say no more. We just so happen to have the necessary ingredients, so I could see to its preparation. In the meantime, would you take this timber over to the Carpenters Guild and request that they craft the parasol frame? We can meet up by the Black Rabbit Trader stall and on. Yeah, I knew we were going to go to Beaton after. We're gonna go and port on over. I'm actually hoping that we get this done quick enough so I can get back to the story, because we're getting to the goody bits. Why do you stand there like a frightened schoolchild? If you need something, speak. You wish this timber fashioned into parasol frames. Very well. I shall see it done by competent hands. The younglings in the acorn orchard await the festivities. For their sake, no effort will be spared in the parasol's preparation. We shall commence work right away. Let your associates know that the Carpenters Guild has the matter in hand. Excuse me. I forgot where Nonoda's at. Oh, there we go. Black Rabbit Traders. I wasn't paying attention. I completely forgot what she had said. I trust everything went well at the Carpenters Guild. I've just placed an order for the alchemical solution and a few other things besides. The next step will be to piece all the parts together into a prototype parasol. I'll bring the prototype over to Jilly once I've finished, so you can go ahead and wait for her with her. Alright. I'm probably gonna end up with the prototype. It's usually how it goes. You get the prototype as a gift. Welcome back, Hero. You'll be pleased to hear that I've adjusted the schedule to accommodate for our little mishap. And all is set to proceed. How fare the eggs? Substituting parasols for eggs. What a wonderful idea. Can hardly wait to see what Nododa cooks up for the prototype. Though wait, we must. Exceeding expectation. Nododa will surely be along any moment now. Sorry to keep you both waiting. Allow me to present you with the very first Archon Egg Parasol. So gaudy. What a fine example of ingenuity. It's magnificent. I'm so glad you approve. With your blessing, I'll begin producing more to distribute. In the meantime, we find ourselves at a loose end. But we cannot let Nododa outstrip us in hatching Tide Spirit. There must be more we can do. Let us show off your parasol to the townsfolk. Perhaps we could drum up a crowd with the promise of gifts. Let's show the parasol off. But of course, we ought to promote our newest addition to the festivities. If we tell even a few Gridanians that these gorgeous accoutrements will be available to those who celebrate with us, word will spread of its own accord. With that in mind, I shall keep mine unfurled and on display. You use your adventurer's instincts to identify those most in need of egg-themed accessories. Alrighty. I'm kind of saddened that it takes 2 missions just to get a parasol. There's one that I don't even like the look of. The market is always busy. Let us look for potential celebrants there. Jilly is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Jilly behind by entering a different area or by speaking with her and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Jilly accompany you again, return and speak with her at the original location. While you're accompanied, you may encounter conversation points, quote-unquote, along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Well, let's talk with Jilly right first. When I think back to the very first hatching tide, it's a marvel just how popular the occasion has become. I have so many people to thank for their efforts, yourself included. The rewards when this game first came out were amazing. For the various holiday seasons. Like you got glamour for a helmet where you can have like a jack-o'-lantern head and different colors. There was like one that was white, one was green, and one was orange. And then there was a barding for your chocobo. Of course, these you can all get now via real money payments, but that still kind of sucks. We dreamers are responsible for all the decorations you see throughout the city. Take that basket over there, for instance. I came up with the idea, and Nododa worked her magic to create the final product. Ah, okay. I say, madam, you must tell me where I might acquire a resplendent parasol like unto your own. At our hatching tide event, of course. How about it? Will you join us at the amphitheater? I'd be delighted. As a true connoisseur of eggs, both decorative and edible, I attend annually in hopes of glimpsing ovoid perfection, and this parasol surpasses my every imagining. Such elegance, such egginess. Okay. Why, that parasol's an absolute delight. It's not often you see that level of craftsmanship paired with such decorative flair. This might be the finest egg-inspired apparel I've ever seen. Might I ask who was responsible for this masterpiece? The Leatherworkers Guild, the Carpenters Guild, Black Rabbit Traders, and our Dreamers all had their parts to play. And if you join us in celebrating Hatching Tide, you can receive one just like it. Ah, I should have known the Guild's artisans were involved. If it means getting my hands on a parasol, I'll be more than happy to take part in the festivities. Heavens above, is that adorable parasol fashioned after an Archon egg? Exquisite, isn't it? If you join us at the amphitheater, you will receive one just like it. For years I have searched for a parasol as darling as an egg, getting sunburned and soaked by turns, and you offer me one free of charge? It is a Hatching Tide miracle. I expect those three will tell all and sundry about our parasols. Our work here is done. The Nanoda should be around here. Oh, never mind. It's not Nanoda we're talking to. Jilly. Well, that went rather swimmingly. You clearly have an eye for egg connoisseurs. I shall go and see how many attendees are gathered at the amphitheater. Feel free to join us when you have a moment. Pardon me. A little yawn. Look, hero, isn't the sight of those parasols simply marvelous? Eggs held aloft, just as in my dream. Hooray, we did it, Chili. We certainly did. Shall we officially declare this Hatching Tide a success? Hold that thought. You've yet to see that half of it. My Senta, I'm not quite sure I follow. Quite a few of my customers asked about your parasols, more than can comfortably gather here, in fact. Nevertheless, I took the liberty of handing out stock to those who came inquiring. With how many left my stall with a smile on their face and a parasol in hand, the whole city is awash in floating eggs. That's incredible. I think the parasols are bringing joy even beyond our celebration. Wait, Jilly, there's one and the same, aren't they? The celebration has spread across the city, borne by a great mass of floating eggs. You're right. I was intent on gathering people here, but the eggs in my dream were far too numerous to contain in one place. They were always meant to be seen far and wide. But our original plans met with misfortune was a blessing in disguise, for we touched the hearts of more people than I dared to imagine. There's no doubt in my mind this will go down as a Hatching Tide to remember. Nah, I'm gonna forget about it. Black Rabbit Traders shall continue distributing parasols to those who ask. They may be free of charge, but they're drawing business in spades. Nanoda told me how to assemble them, so I can prepare as many as necessary. Truly, where would we be without your ingenuity, Nanoda? Couldn't have done it without our able adventurer. Oh, that reminds me, I have something for you, hero. That's the very second parasol I ever made. After Jilly's, of course. I thought it fitting that you receive it. With eggs aloft across the city, all that's left is to enjoy the festivities. Your work may have finished, Hero, but Hashing Tide most certainly hasn't. And achievement. Problem parasol. And then there's... use this. Yay, I now have that Archon egg parasol. Blech. I don't need it. We are going to... where is it? Mare Lamentum. Lamentorum. Sinus Lacramentum. Let's get a mosey back to the moon. Story time! Oh, see. Sweet. The planet is awash in light because the sun is hitting it. Which, I don't think you can see the sun from over here. Nope. You can only see the planet. Convenient. So now I gotta go and speak with spirits, fated spirits from Midgard, or not Midgard's Armor, from Zodiark. There we go. When? Where? Or where? When? How long? Was it truly so long ago? We were happy, at peace with the star. We nurtured it, helped it grow, with our will, our creations. Zodiark's been hit with the swords of revealing light. We were the star's beating heart, its life. Every soul a drop of blood flowing through its veins. To live, to learn, to create, to make better. The star flourished, as did we. Do you remember? As the whispers die, the final spirit fades. No shadows of times long lost remain around the drowning brand. An unusually lustrous dog is gazing up at you with what seems to be fond anticipation. I remember this pupper. It appears to be waiting for you to follow it. Follow the lustrous dog and try not to fall behind. Don't worry, I've got Jog on my side. As long as I don't get into combat, I will actually be faster than it. Nothing shall hurt Puppo, for I am guardian. Slalom. Slalom. There's a bit of quite a bit of glare on my TV screen because of the sunlight outside. Kind of difficult to see things. So if I get into combat because I didn't see something, It's due to the glare. Alright, now I can see again. One of the broken swords. The dog silently regards the spirit that lurks near the brand. We in the star were fulfilled, wanted for naught, mourned for naught. So why? Why did it have to end? I'm not even gonna try and dodge this stuff because it doesn't really hurt me that much. And silence doesn't bother me. Oh, they're all dead. Alright, so I gotta speak with the temperamental spirit, not the doggo. The final days taught us to fear a death forced upon us. The injustice of duties and dreams left unfulfilled. The grief of unexpected partings. Swift as darkness, cold as ash. Such tragedy, yet no catharsis. Such truth, yet no consolation. As the whispers die, the spirit fades. All is silent and still around the numbing brand. The lustrous dog is once again staring at you expectantly, and who are you to deny it? Follow and try not to fall behind. I'm gonna go this way, and we'll do a widow splint. Oh, you suck! Oh, cool. Genesis rock. That's B rank. Pretty soon I should be able to unlock the next hunt log for Endwalker. We able to actually hop over? Yep. Yay. I discovered a new location for regoliths. Oh, Lunatenders. It's the cactuars of the moon. They look really long and string beanie. I'm gonna eventually need to farm those guys for Lunatender blossoms. I didn't know that they did that. It's actually kind of hilarious. Oops. I didn't see. I think the dog regards the shadow that lurks nearby the brand. I think is what it said. Our perfection came crumbling down, such overwhelming despair. In that moment we knew the end was nigh. The faintest glimmer of hope remained. We gave our lives that others may live. We gave ourselves to Zodiark. Zodiark, our Lord and Savior. To forge our new world anew. Uh-oh. Think I'm kind of in a bind. To live and love again. Become one with the star. Fill earth and heaven with life. Birth paradise where fear is a distant memory. We're gonna pull the flower out. Pardon me, but would you be so kind as to step aside? Ah, that unmistakable color, the soul of Azim. But not the friend I knew, I think. Nevertheless, you are you. Ah, so Emmett Selk meant for you to have it. You seem surprised. Oh. You seem surprised. Why might that be? We meet again, Hithlodius, or you're the receptionist at the Bureau of the Secretariat, correct? I'm gonna say Hithlodius. Pretty sure it's Hithlodius. Yeah. Again, I do not believe I have yet had the pleasure. Emmett Selk created a shade in my likeness, and not only me, but all of Amarod. How very like him. Enslaved to sentiment even after an eternity. As you may have guessed, I am different from the shade you met before. No mere approximation, but the original. A soul sacrifice to Zodiark. We remember in vivid detail the events leading to our purgatory. The plans and plot... Oh. The plans and plots for our resurrection, Heidelin's intervention, and Zodiark's and the Star's final fate. And then we drifted in a waking dream, our minds steeped in fog, until you came. I know not what you and your friends intend for Zodiark or the future of the Star, nevertheless. In you I place my trust and faith. In you I choose to believe as Emmett Selk did. Believe in yourself and all will be well. More new arrivals, though. Ah, Fandaniel, that color I know. And another I do not, an unfamiliar but fearsome being. I have kept you from your duty. By way of apology, I will ensure that the shades hinder you no more. Protect the final brand. Fare you well, my new old friend. I'm gonna admit this is where things get a little wonky with the story. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. The Martyr. The dog growls agitated. We must protect the brand. Come on, boy. Cry havoc and let slip the dog of war. That's you, by the way. We're gonna say that. The dog nudges you with its nose. You get the feeling it wants you to hop on. We'll ride the dog. Ooh, it's weather. Moon dust. The final brand. And it's done. I didn't make it in time.
In the nick of time to savor the crowning triumph. Unbound and free at last. Arise, Zodiark!
Oh, the swords wore off. He's underneath. He's at the core.
Deprived of heart and will by the loss of dearest Elidibus. A creature of pure instinct, wanting for guidance. But powerful, oh so powerful, more so with every passing moment. Such potential, even in this incomplete state. Still the savior who delivered a world from certain doom.
So, here we stand. You know my intent. Consume the god, then the world. Stoke your fury to a raging inferno, and dance among the ashes. Or perhaps you would face me here and now. A lesser but welcome amusement. Yes, a taste to whet the appetite.
Ah, great.
Sorry to spoil the moment, but might I ask that you postpone the slaughter until I've said my piece? I promise I will be brief. Do you remember when I told you that I wanted to die and take everyone with me? I meant it.
Oh. Well, he made it brief. This is gonna be a problem. We are the savior. We are the guardian, the keeper of natural order. We are the martyr, the bestower of new beginnings. We are.
Such lofty aspirations. And what sweet irony that the world's saviors will become the agents of its destruction.
It cannot end this way. We must return and be made whole. We are the will of the star, now and forever. For the greater good, for the sake of the world.
Wrong! Lies and delusion! The dead have no power over me. You will be silent. Silent as the grave!
No more, we beg of you. The star must endure. I could barely see from the glare. Bring it out.
Believe and walk in faith. Let the light of your soul shine for all to see. Not quite the outcome you'd imagined, but a fitting one nonetheless. Don't you think so, Hades?
Time to summon up some friends. It's trial time.
All I crave and more. Boundless power. Mine to command. I had intended to pit my fractured divinity against Xenos, but a more tempting option presents itself. The greatest obstacle to my ambition. You will trouble me no longer.
Notice bits of him are missing. Because he isn't complete yet. The dark inside. Time to go fight Zodiark, people. Culmination time. This is gonna be a fight. Oof. Look at all that. Look at all the biddies that he's missing. Missing arms, missing part of his torso. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. I remember the first time I did this, and even when I had subsequent runs of this for randoms, oof. It's gonna be a rough and tumble, but we're gonna leave this. Can I go back? Yeah, we're gonna go back to the moon surface. Ah, better. Cause that was some that was crazy music. Alright, so the north. I'm gonna try and find some of these hibbity-gibbities. Oh. So you can't just jump across because, you know, if you fall through a crack, you go straight to the core and die immediately. Northwest. North. Ah, so it's in the next section. Can I get to the next section here? I cannot. I must go around. Any day they want to pop. I guess I gotta go around. Such a beautiful landscape that they've crafted here. Oh yeah, there's an Alagon spaceship over here. Or not just spaceship, but like Alagon Tech is up here. I can't go that way. I have to go around somehow. I don't think I get the chance to go around actually. Yeah, I can't go around. I'm story blocked. Darn it. What are you? Oh. Daphnia magna. That's the other B rank in this area. Oh, wait. Maybe I can go... No, that goes the other way around. Well, darn. I would love to get some more thingamajiggers. I can't go all the way around because this is pretty much the end of the area. And the cracks go all the way around. Yep. Yeah, there's the Alagon item of import. Yeah. Yep, now Zodiark's missing from the center. All the brands are broken. I'm in the center, there we go. Yeah. That's a good picture right there. Look at that. Like it. So while I'm waiting, there is a fishing bonus for Kaishir. I can look up where Kalusian King Crab is. Let's try and look that up right fast. Let's see. We're gonna attempt to collect Kalusian King Crab. I need a metal spinner. Western Kalusian Coast. We'll go to right. Watch while I'm doing this. The shing! Time to go. Oh, I love that. Now you can't cancel out of riding. I'm probably gonna hate that later on, but right now it's completely fun. 8:32. So we're gonna go south. I'm gonna go right here. Just gonna fish, and hopefully I'm gonna find Kalusian King Crab. Collector's glove. Yes, I know I'm not using a metal spinner. I'm using my all-purpose versatile lures. Collusion cod. No, we're gonna get rid of you. And then we're going to use patience. And we're gonna cast. Doesn't tell me if it's a special or not. Alright, any day. Ooh, I'm gonna level quite a bit. Rose shrimp. I think that is actually a crafting material. Blood bouillabaisse and paella. And we're gonna release it. I don't need it. I have limited bag space. Toss. Shell fracture kelp. Nah. Oh. On a plus note, I hit level 81 after this cast, no matter what. Sweet. Not gonna get another cast. Yep, it's gonna go away after this. What did I get? Collusian King Crab. Hey! Yeah, prize catch. Custom delivery is cashier. 369 needs to be at. Dang. Can I do identical cast? I cannot. Darn. So it's a 2. Yes! Gonna be a good one. 369, yes. Identical cast. Ah, so you can only identical cast when it's at a high quality pull. Got it. Give me another good one. Yes. 389. I'll take it. So this one can go there. These two are keepers. 369, 389. 336 is meh for now. So I got 2 of them. And I can do this and heal up. Oh. Don't need it. Back in the water you go. Sure is taking a while for this party to form. Sheesh. Oh, take it. Uh-oh. Okay, I got enough for A singular cast. Should have risked it for the biscuit. Throw it back, use that, give me some pointage, throw that back out. Well, this will be my last cast. Come on. Don't do this to me. Throw it away. I'm in. We just gotta wait on a DPS. Alright, let's do this. The dark inside. Eternal Darkness Zodiarch.
Establishing connection. All creation shall bend to my will.
We ready?
The end has come.
I guess we
and
are.
It will be beautiful. The marvels of Sirius were but playthings.
I don't remember how a lot of this goes.
Malice, become flesh!
Paradigma, huh? Phlegethon.
Will you live to see the end? Soon my hold of a Zodiac shall be complete! Mine! All mine!
Here we go, complete control. Shatter the mask. That is Zodiac.
I am become Zodiac.
I was preoccupied.
The natural order overturned.
This is where things start getting wonky.
My life's work, my masterpiece.
No, I got hit by it, really?
Waited for this day.
Oh, Schneihieß. Dang it. I don't think I... Yeah, I didn't make it.
The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated.
That was my fault. I wasn't paying attention.
From broken skies fall tears of flame. All shall burn.
Oh.
Will you live to see the end?
We did it. We survived it. It's turning this way, so it should work if I do this.
All in existence, bend to my will.
Yeah.
Will you live to see the end?
Oh, snacker.
I have no need for restraint.
Woo! Uh-oh. I didn't see the third one, my bad.
All in existence, bend to my will.
Yay, I did it.
Will you live to see the end?
Thought it was me. Yeah, we did it. No wipe. That was sloppy on my end now.
Is this the limit of your power? Is this how it ends?
We took down the God of Gods. And it crushed me. Game over. Well done. My preparations are complete, and I stand to seal Zodiac once more. Withdraw now from this place. The teleporter will deliver you to safety.
Incomplete and insufficient. Of course he was no match. Once again, you have left my best laid plans in ruins.
Yeah.
And played your role to perfection. Thus, sealing my victory. From the first, all I wanted was for you to kill Zodiac. 'Twas but one of many methods to achieve the desired effect. 'Twould have been the same had Xenos died in my place. But what better and more satisfying way to ensure success than to take control myself? My sole regret is that you lived to tell the tale. Even so, I have fulfilled my heart's desire.
By tearing out the heart of Zodiac.
Let your murder mark the beginning of the end. The coming of the final days!
And now Zodiac is done in rings.
How quickly strength fades and blood cools. Old familiar sensations. So many lives, so many deaths. No different this. I close my eyes and slip into the dreamless slumber. A tired song and dance. Routine. Always I wake. But not this time. Nothing left unsaid. Nothing left undone. Inherit my hell. I intone with glee. The man I was would weep for what I have become. The all-consuming contempt. But I've the wisdom of 10 millennia to justify my answer to the question. No value in their existence. Not a whit. For all that I looked. None that I did see. A final chance, then, for Heidelin and her faithful. In Cataclysm, prove me wrong. I sneer. All shall return to nothingness, as was your will, Emperor Sunday. I, the star, and every living being, consigned to your oblivion.
And this is where all hell gonna break loose. That actually kind of scared the crap out of me.
At last.
Deep breath, slow and steady. You saw it too, yes? The blue star below thrown into turmoil? And then it was no illusion, all was truth. With the death of Zodiark, the laws of nature over which he presided have begun to unravel. The final days are upon us. What you witnessed was an omen granted by the Echo, a vision of the horrors to come. Time grows short. It's Xenos. I believe. Yep, it is Xenos.
No. I'll find no fulfillment in a contest with you this day. Slavering beasts gather at your gates, ravenous and eager. Already you turn to them and away from me. I must go forth once more in search of power far beyond the might of Shinryu. Power to make your heart run over with rage. For the eldest of primals was a betrayal of promise. A pathetic creature incapable of inspiring true despair. That's what I crave. Pure, unadulterated despair.
Hope will win the day. You will not fight for. I will not fight for your amusement. Hope will win the day.
We shall see. I sense his presence on the moon no longer. If you need not follow, then I beg you stay and listen to what I have to tell you of Zodiark and the end of all things. Rise up through the night. Ooh, I wonder if that was a title. Moonwalker. Nice. In Shadow's wake. Before we speak at length, I believe a change of surroundings is in order. I have more than ill tidings to share, you see. I sensed others arriving not long ago. Though my communions with Heidelin have grown infrequent, I have learned enough from her to know these are your comrades. And as luck would have it, they have already reached my abode. Come, let us join them. Do I get to teleport there? Oh wait, I'm already there. Yay. Oh. Let's ride in style, Fat Chocobo. Yay, they're here. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We did what we could to subdue the Tempered before making our way here. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. The contingent's healers had their hands full tending to the injured and enthralled when we took our leave. Lest you wonder, Mistress Kryl hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Heidelin's power hath taken its toll, but she will recover in due course. As for Alphino and Alice, they insisted on remaining in Garlemald while we three rushed to your aid. It appears, however, that matters here have already come to a conclusion. But what manner of conclusion, if I might ask? And is this the ally whom Heidelin bade you seek out? He is not unlike the shades of Amarat. Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Heidelin, together with this place. It has ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiark, or rather, it was my duty. I killed Zodiark. Or, well, I subdued him, and then Fandaniel finished the job. Oh, there's a giant treasure chest. Let's open them. They gotta have some fat loots. For how big they are. I mean, you could turn them into a one-bedroom apartment. Then Zodiark is no more.
Mm-hmm. And not without consequence, I am afraid, for now the delicate weave of the star preserved by his presence will begin to unravel. If you mean to avert the final days, you shall have need of... Uh-oh. Are you alright? My attempts to forestall Zodiark's release have all but exhausted my strength. If you might allow me to rest a short while, I will share with you all I can. Please do. You need not exert yourself on our account. These crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we peruse them while we wait? By all means. If you would review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning with those on the upper floor? I shall leave that to you, hero, while I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on these lower levels. I want to open those chests. I know you could never open them up, but... Let me look how big they are! Must have some sweet, sweet loot. Ooh, I sold some night steel ingots. Yay. Pillar of industry. You have nothing to buy. As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiark flows through your mind. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. These appear to be records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon, dating back to the beginning of Zodiark's imprisonment. Oh, that's gotta suck. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past calamities flows through your mind. The records describe how, with each rejoining, Zodiark's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiark's imprisonment appears to tax Hydaelyn greatly. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your mind. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiark broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Loporrits, though it is not clear who or what they are. As you gaze into the crystal, a record of an unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The records note the Watcher's musings when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiark from his prison, and yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize we would never dare bring harm to Zodiark so long as he remains imprisoned. Did you learn anything of import? A little bit. So it was as we suspected. Maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Umbral Calamity. I too made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Hydaelyn. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Hydaelyn's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined. And thank you for affording me this short reprieve.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiac and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before, and comes now again.
Long ago, before the Great Sundering, there was but a single world, Aetheris. One day from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, affecting a profound change in all manner of life. We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole of the star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
They were not. However, the convocation struck upon a method to predict where next the corruption would manifest. That's pretty cool. The etheric energies which flow through all of creation in the form of various currents. The currents which course through the land and seas. Those which flow through the very air. And those of a celestial nature which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Nor would I expect you to be. Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of earth and air, the celestial currents form a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. Convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. Correlation without clear cause, ultimately. Nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of aether was observed in nearby currents.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely, with the advent of Zodiac, our end was subverted.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiac's creation, but their aim was never to unmake him. They understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence. Until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days, he would need to remain, for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. Hydaelyn recognized this as well, and so rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiac herself and the star into lesser reflections, that she might confine him in this place. Could have sworn she beseeched me to banish the darkness. Then what she told me in the Ethereal Sea was false? Could have sworn she beseeched me to chase away the darkness. But it was probably a different darkness. Perhaps she did, but as with all beings, intent is not always in accord with spoken word. Hydaelyn and Zodiac are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection limited by our own imperfections. Excuse me, Wolf. Zodiac was, without question, the more powerful of the two, having been born from the sacrifice of half of Aetheris' population. Thus was it necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself wholly to his defeat. Still more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the brands taxed her greatly. With what power she dared spare, she cried out to any who might listen and offered her blessing to those who heeded her call. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Aetherius and her history. Like Zodiark, Heidelin's purpose is a reflection of her creators. They wish to look to the future and not linger in a prison of the past.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Heidelin is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. Bring ruin to the source, and its reflections will share in its fate. Ah, it is ready. This way, if you'd be so kind. A beautiful sight, is it not?
Yes, but what is it?
Heidelin knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she has ever struggled to hold Zodiark and his faithful at bay. She feared the worst and so made preparations. In the event of his demise, there would be a contingency. This moon is more than a prison. Oh, I didn't get to read it. Need not go far to find its pilots. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them. And fulfill my final duty as Watcher in the Dark. It's basically saying something along the lines that the moon's not just a prison, it's also a ship that it could take all the people and go to another planet and populate it. And Shadow's Wake is complete. We are now at level 84. Yay! Storyline-wise. Helping Hands. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiac was imprisoned, is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, the familiar whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across. As Hydaelyn created me as the Gowler, so too did she create Argos as the guard. It is his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange. Mayhaps the imbalancing of Aether has affected him. Let us make for the crushing brand and attempt to call upon him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos before, and you will find your way. If he labors in service to Hydaelyn's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand, then? Oh. Oh. Crunch, crunch. Kind of crazy. I'm riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex on the moon. Never thought you'd hear something like that being said, huh? I believe this is the B rank, so he shouldn't pull on me. Yep. The cool thing about the B ranks, they may be max level, but they won't pull on you on unless you're aggressive. Ah, you suck. It's just a tiny crack. I should be able to jump it. Oh no. Woeful weepers. The place we seek is just ahead at the Chlorophoskrat. You see, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. You would be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside this cavern. Follow me. Lefty! My boy. I hate weepers. Can I avoid it? Yay, I can avoid them. Sweet. Yes, here will do nicely. The lunar spongoi draw aether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to spare some of your own to help the spongoi along? I'll do it. The pupper has spawned anew. Argos manifests in a flash, and seems glad to see you again. A most fascinating creation of Heidelin's, would you not agree? Should the need arise, he is even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. I cannot recall when last he showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. As for your companions... And you get an Argos, and you get an Argos. Unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we are all ready. Then let us return outside that you may cross the chasm. Again, like I said, I was story locked. Because you need Argos to continue on. Sorry, Lefty. Another day. Your destination is the structure there across the Cradle of Darkness, but climb onto Argos' back and he will take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiark's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways, but know that I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we did not all go at once. I propose the two of us cross first while Thancred and Orion wait here. Yeah, sure, we'll ride across. Onward! A malefic aether yet permeates from the crater, remnants of Zodiark, most like. I can't turn the angle, by the way. Oh, now I can turn. Just a little further. Keep getting a bunch of XP. The structure is enormous, though that is hardly surprising given the size of the average Amarov team. Apologies for the wait. Right then, let us head inside and... Oh. Most intriguing. A means by which he can conserve the energy, perhaps, mayhap. Blah. Well, I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, hopeful as he's been. Thank you, Argos. We'll take things from here. Stay here while it's safe, alright? Where it's safe. Thank you, Argos. We'll take things from here. If Argos is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long. get this over with. Let's meet these newbies. And they're right, this place is friggin' huge. Look how big the door is. I can't even see the top. Best ways burrow. I'm definitely getting that aetheryte before I leave.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
Those are like little houses. I guessed right.
Look lively, everyone! I know, this 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance, for Zodiac, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose, to bear the people of Aetheris to safety! Our time has come, my friends! We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive. I expect your workstations to be immaculate. And don't forget to relay our signal to Aetheris. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Helping hands complete. A hairy situation. They must be the Loperates mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on then, let us be about it. Oh, that music. So nostalgic. The music playing right now is from Final Fantasy IV, as I've said before. This spec is rife with Final Fantasy IV references. The Loperates are another example of such a genius thing. They are modeled after the naming ways from Final Fantasy IV. Or naming ways. As you'll see by the names of some of these Loperates. Like Camping Way and Trading Way. Saw the fun the traders on Aetheris were getting up to, and I thought to myself, hey, I could do that. So here I am, eagerly awaiting your patronage and bicolor gemstones. You now have access to the region's gemstone exchange. Trade bicolor gemstones for a variety of rare and exclusive items. Successfully completing local fates will allow for the safe delivery of goods in the region, increasing the number of items available for exchange. Like right now I can get Lunar Tender Blossom and Moose Flesh, stuff like that. Chipper Loperet. That's what they used to sound like. The leader of the crew, not me, I'm afraid. Singing Away is the name. I'm in charge of the construction and maintenance of the atmospheric circulation system. Only the crispest, cleanest air for the people of Aetheris, and that's a promise. Guiding way. Weaving way, and I think this is sleeping way. Leader? No. Sleeping way, my job is perhaps I'd better ask. You can mount up in here. I might as well just mount, even though it kills the volume, the music. Recording way, nothing way, and there's a snappy Loperet. What? How in the... When did you get here? Who let you in? Why wasn't I told? Take me to your leader. Were you the one giving orders earlier? And you can sing to it. I kind of wanted to take me to your leader, but I'm gonna hum the Namiway theme. What was that supposed to be? Your humming? If one can even call it that, is atrociously off key. It should sound more like this. As leader of the Loperets, I cannot allow substandard attempts at musicality to go unremarked. Even if you are a guest, but being the magnanimous sort of that I am, I'll forgive you this once. Well, looks like you beat us here. Your friends, I take it. Is this all of them? A group comprised entirely of children. What must their parents be thinking? This isn't a nursery, after all, though perhaps we should build one. Or did we build one already? No matter, you needn't worry your pretty little heads. All will be well, I promise. But goodness me, we shouldn't be standing about gawping. I must take you to meet the others. If you could run along back towards the entrance, you'll find a path that leads to the central platform on the upper floor. There's no wrong way to reach it, but it's the large glowing ball at the center, if you should find yourselves lost. I shall gather the others and meet you there. Well then, back to the upper floor it is. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this mission and then I'm gonna call it. I just saw that I hit my 2-hour mark. I don't have an actual Final Fantasy IV mount per se. I don't think. Well, other than the Alt-Roy, I think Alt-Roy was in 4. And Behemoth was in 4. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There is one. There is one in an Extreme, I think, or Unreal trial that I can't get right now on this character. I'd have to work on my gear and my ability to play. Can't just unsync it at a high level and smash it into the ground. And it's basically Bahamut from Final Fantasy IV. It carries you on a throne. Wobbling way. And mapping way with the snappy loprit.
Right, of course. Introductions are in order. Ahem. My name is Livingway, and we are the Loporits, created for the express purpose of commanding this ship and bearing the people of Aetheris to a brave new world. More specifically, I am the one whom she charged with the execution of her most vital plans. You might say I'm her right paw. Livingway's the name, map reader and navigator of the heavens.
Pleasure to meet you all, but I'm still trying to make sense of this.
Confusion and bewilderment are completely understandable. Fear not, I shall walk you through it. The people of Aetheris, through no fault of your own, I'm sure, set in motion a series of events that, unfortunately, culminated in Zodiac's obliteration. Acutely aware of the imminent crisis, your parents sent you little ones on ahead while they began the necessary preparations. Still not following? No? Very well, I shall elaborate further. Here, we have Aetheris, your home, and the moon, where we are now. Without Zodiac around to keep things lively, so to speak, the celestial currents of the star have doubtless begun to degrade. A calamity of apocalyptic proportions will be visited upon Aetheris, bringing an end to all life. Very sad, that.
So too hath the Watcher claimed. By thine unperturbed countenance, I gather this eventuality was anticipated.
The doom and gloom. Oh yes, quite expected. Imagine, if you will, that Aetheris is a delicious carrot that I've forgotten to eat and left out in the midday sun. The most earnest wishes or prayers will not stop it from rotting to the core. So sadly, there's nothing to be done but to abandon said carrot, Aetheris, in case the metaphor is lost on you, to its grisly fate.
And this moon will serve as the vessel to deliver us to a new home.
Just so! We will gather up as many people, supplies, and resources as our stores will hold. And then, once everyone is aboard, it's off to another star. Easier said than done, admittedly, for one does not simply hop from star to star on a whim. Which is precisely why we've spent countless years constructing the most propulsive of propulsion systems. We ought to make it to our destination in 2 shakes of a rabbit's tail.
Impressive technology. I dare say it is beyond anything we have ever seen.
No need to shower us with praise. All we've done is faithfully carry out the instructions left to us by Hydaelyn. Back in the old days, when she was still just Venar, she was dedicated to the study of the world and its inner workings. And the Watcher, the real one, not the simulacrum you met, was one of her fellow researchers. we and this wondrous vessel masquerading as a moon are products of their knowledge and know-how.
There's certainly more to you all than meets the eye. Might I ask where exactly you intend to take us?
We identified a few promising candidates for resettlement some time ago, but we cannot guarantee that they are fit for habitation. Moreover, the ship can only travel in short bursts. We intend to go down our list, hopping from star to star, until we find one suitable for resettlement. No need to worry, though. The vessel is being refurbished with accommodation for an extended stay as we speak. While we did have to rely upon outside help to determine what amenities were essential, I dare say we have risen to the challenge.
Help? From who?
From you and yours! Who else? Each time we woke to perform regularly scheduled maintenance, we were greeted by the resources you sent us. What better way to learn about preferences and proclivities of our present-day charges? Ah, but you're still adorable little children. Perhaps your elders were responsible for the deliveries.
I'm not sure what led you to conclude otherwise, but I can assure you that we are all grown men and women, and I very much doubt my elders know this place exists, much less how to send you so much as a starlight missive.
What? Then who in blazes let you on my moon?
Heidelin herself.
Heidelin herself led you here? You don't say! Well, that's really not children. Then why are you so small and stunted? Like little baby carrot people.
Well, Amarotines were a great deal taller. In the present day, persons of such prodigious size are exceedingly rare.
So, you're saying everyone's not like the Watcher? Oh, confound it all! Someone could have at least scribbled a note about your profound miniaturization.
That tome in thy possession.
Oh, this? One of the first books sent to us. A compendium of the people of Aetheris, with a few blank pages at the back for minor corrections and updates as needed. The sum total of our knowledge of your kind is contained in these pages.
Uh-oh.
I thought it was abridged and made small for our benefit, but this isn't a regular-sized book, is it?
Meltdown.
Building Way, can you hear me? Yes, we're all very busy. Change of plans. I need you to rebuild the domiciles at 1/3 the scale. All of them. Yes, all of them, and but me no buts. See to it with all speed.
Perhaps you could tell us a bit more about your terrestrial collaborators.
Yes, in due time. But first, I'd like to hear more about you, if it's all the same. I'd rather not risk any other complications due to outdated knowledge of our passengers-to-be.
A hairy situation complete. Now I want to pick this one up and we're going to call it. Ooh. Oh dear, I certainly hope Building Way can complete the renovations before more guests arrive. Or perhaps you should leave them as they are, that way you'd have more space to lounge about. A taste of the moon. Purple carrot juice, sweet. Right then, now that you're here, we need you to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly. It wouldn't be long before the final days are upon us in all their terrible grandeur, so it's imperative that we be prepared to receive our passengers-to-be. If there is anything at all that might displease them, it must be addressed post-haste. and address it we shall. Here at Bestway's Burrow, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. We have produced myriad amenities we understand will be to be essential for day-to-day living, and I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you've all worked up an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the Caratorium, and we'll see about filling your bellies. She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of Aetherius rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let us take this opportunity to learn more about more of the Loporrits in this vessel. Alrighty, so now we have gotten to the Bestway's Burrow. We've met the Loporrits. We've killed Zodiark. We've kicked off the final days, and I gotta leave us here. Thank you all for watching. This has been part 147 of my live stream playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. If you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber to keep up with my content. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. No spoilers, please. And I will see you in the next video. Catch you then. Later. So close to 88. Sweet. Gonna low. Go.